Today marks the 10th annual International Day of the Girl Child. It's a day declared by the United Nations to shine a spotlight on the unique challenges faced by girls around the world. Since the Taliban took control of Afghanistan 14 months ago, Afghan women and girls have suffered the loss of rights so many of us take for granted, like the right to an education and employment opportunities.
Let's bring in now Metra Mehran. She's a member of the Afghan Education Working Group at the George W. Bush Institute. Welcome to GMA 3. You had to leave. You left Afghanistan for the United States when the Taliban took over, I guess, a year ago now. You put into words, you describe in your own way, what's happened to women and girls in that country since the Taliban took over?
Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. So to put it, basically, women and girls in Afghanistan have been stripped of their human dignity. Every single right you can name it have taken from them. Now girls cannot go to school, women cannot go to work, their freedom of movement, freedom of speech is taken from them, and then there is no legal means to protect them. So basically, systematically, they are discriminated at every basic level, and once you see how they are treated on ground in a very dehumanizing way by Taliban.
Metra, you say that the United States, other influential countries here around the world need to do one thing first. They need to listen to the women of Afghanistan. What else can we do, can they do to help women and girls in your country?
Women and girls inside Afghanistan, we are in awe of their bravery. They are facing Taliban. They are facing Taliban's gunpoints. They know what it means to take on the streets and demand justice. So we need to listen to them. Use your leverage, pressure Taliban, and sanction them at individual and political level. And also we demand philanthropists, donors, and NGOs to ensure to provide resources to provide education and access to education to women and girls in Afghanistan that Taliban have banned them and they don't have to access to formal means of education inside Afghanistan. And that is what we can do at this point. But also we need to make sure that it's not only opening doors of schools, it's also the quality of education the girls get. Unfortunately, last week they put out a decree that said women cannot study technical or STEM majors like computer science, engineering, or mathematics, saying they are not fit to women. So I want people listening to me to know that opening doors of a school is not a solution, but the quality of education women and girls and men in Afghanistan can have access to is also important, to make sure that the schools and universities in Afghanistan do not change to another terrorist production madrasas that where Taliban come from.
Metra, when you started your answer, you mentioned that you watched in awe of what the women in Afghanistan are still able to do. I guess we've all been watching in awe in recent weeks of what's happening in Iran and the women there, and a women-led revolution in Iran. How can the women in Afghanistan and Iran draw maybe strength and inspiration, but also support each other as they're going through quite frankly, some brutal conditions?
The source of discrimination against women, both in Iran and Afghanistan, are same thing, and that's why I think the future-looking Afghanistan or Iran is very feminist, and I am so proud to say that the support and solidarity is there among us.
Well, it is an honor to have you on the program to shine a light on this very important topic. Metra Mehran, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.